We just received huge news that Nebraska has scheduled official visits with two big-time prospects, both elite 4-stars, one on offense, one on defense. So in today's video, I'm going to go over who both of these guys are, what they bring to the table, when are they visiting Nebraska, and everything else you need to know around their recruiting process. And then I'm going to give you an update around a current Husker commit, what's been going on with him recently, and whether or not he's on decommitment watch. So really quick, we have a lot to get into. Massive update. Hey, hit that like button if you're fired up, because I know I am. And also, if you're a diehard Nebraska fan, you're unsubscribed. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for recruiting updates just like this that you're going to get nowhere else. Practice updates, daily Husker football content, breaking news, and so much more. Listen, I have everything you can ever want. If you're a Nebraska fan, join this diehard family. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get into it. Going over this update, talking about two players who just scheduled official visits with Nebraska. We'll get to the Husker commit as the video progresses. And I want to get things started with the first one. This is Ryan Mosley. He's announced that he will be visiting Nebraska this summer on an official visit. The Huskers barely made the cut. Now he will be taking 4 official visits. So basically he's down to 4 schools: Texas A&M, South Carolina, Georgia, and then he will be visiting Nebraska on June 20th. So Ryan Mosley, man, phenomenal prospect. He's been rising up the recruiting rankings. As of right now, he's a top 200 player in the country, 4-star, 6'4", big body wide receiver, man. You watch this guy on film. Phenomenal hands, number one. He has great body control. He can make plays out of the catch. He's sneaky elusive. For being that tall, usually these guys can't make plays out of the catch. He absolutely can. And man, he's just been dominating over the past year, whether that's throughout his high school football season, whether that's at camps. He has been phenomenal, and he's been picking up a lot of good offers. The best schools in the country want this guy. Now, he recently visited Nebraska for Elite Junior Day. He never really even considered the Huskers before that, but of course, DeKel Schwartz got hired by Nebraska. He started recruiting Ryan Mosley, and he was impressed with Lincoln, and he said, hey, I'm going to be coming back and giving him another opportunity. So right now, Nebraska is in basically that Final Four along with some notable schools. Really, really talented prospect here. You guys want a big body receiver? You want a guy who can get jump balls? You want a guy you can throw, a fade ball in the end zone? This is what you get here with Ryan Mosley, but he's more than that, man. He got some good speed on him, good athleticism, has NFL potential written all over him. Man, he has been really, really playing good football over the past year. It should be mentioned that he plays in high school football in Georgia, so he's going up against the best talent there. He's in the highest division coming out of Carrollton. So, again, very, very really, really good prospect here in Ryan Mosley, and he will be visiting Nebraska this summer, June 20th. So Huskers, that's a big development there, getting back in this recruiting process for Ryan Mosley. As of right now, he is our #1 wide receiver target in this class, so this is absolutely a name that you're going to want to watch out for, not only right now, but in the coming months. Then I want to get to the second guy who is currently a Georgia commit. He has announced that he will be visiting Nebraska on an official visit. This is Jontavius Wyman, also coming out of Georgia. Credit to Addison Williams, credit to DeKel Schwartz, credit to our whole coaching staff. They're trying to build a connection in that Georgia State, in, of course, Florida as well. And you can already see that hard work is paying off here. Jontavius Wyman, very similar to Ryan Mosley, been shooting up the recruiting rankings. He was originally a 3-star prospect. As of right now, according to 24/7's composite, he is a top 150 player in the country. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets bumped up to top 100, top 50 by the time we're talking in a couple months. But again, super athletic guy. He can play slot. He can play boundary corner. He can play safety. He's about 6 foot tall, 170 pounds. So he has some good speed on him. Pretty decent measurables, but overall, man, just a very productive player. When you're committed to Georgia, that means something. That means you're solid, especially when you're coming out of Georgia, right? They're very selective in that state. So clearly, he is a good prospect, especially in that secondary. Addison Williams going to work here, trying to flip him from the Bulldogs. Now, he will be visiting Nebraska, I believe, the 14th, around that time in June. Now, it should be noted that there are some other schools here. Of course, Georgia is still in this process. He says that right now his commitment is firm with the Bulldogs. Take that for what it's worth. I mean, clearly it's not very firm if he's visiting Nebraska, but he's still a Georgia commit. And then Miami is also in this process. He will be visiting Miami on an official as well. So again, those are the two guys who will be visiting Nebraska this summer. It should be noted that right now we are in a dead period for recruiting, which means nobody can visit anywhere from now basically until mid-March. So All of these visits are going to be in the summer/spring. It's big for these guys to lock down their visits right now because Nebraska, they need to get a part of that. And if you can't lock down visits now, you're not going to get these guys down the line. So a huge development that Nebraska locked down official visits with all of these guys. It means that there are legit players in this recruiting process. So I want to give you guys an update around that. And then I want to talk about a current Nebraska commit who might be on decommitment watch. Now, this is C.J. Brana. Now, you guys know how I feel about this guy. I feel very, very good about him. Phenomenal prospect, 6'1", 100 and about 70 pounds, man. He's a track kid, super blazing fast, and he's been picking up a lot of good offers recently. And he's been getting visits by a lot of good coaching staffs. If you follow him on Twitter, he's been, announcing his offers. He's been getting visited by guys at Wisconsin, at Penn State, pretty much every single day. Florida State's been in the mix here. So clearly, if he's announcing offers still on Twitter and he's getting visits from these coaching staffs and he's posting them, he's not like 100% of a locked Nebraska commit. Now, is he on decommitment watch? I do not think so. And I know I've been getting a lot of questions about this. I still feel good about where Nebraska stands when it comes to C.J. Brana. It's just about Addison Williams building that relationship, because it's hard for C.J. Brana to completely trust Nebraska right now when there's a new secondary coach. And, who says Addison Williams has come in and built that relationship yet? I don't know. So he's given some opportunities another chance, but I still feel good about where he stands with Nebraska. Again, the Huskers really wanted him, and that was because of John Butler. That was because of Matt Rhule. So overall, I do think he will stay with Nebraska, but hopefully Addison Williams can continue to nurture that relationship so he can feel completely locked in. Because right now he's not completely locked in, as you would imagine, because he's still posting these offers and still posting the teams that are visiting him. So wanted to give you guys an update around that big recruiting update for the Big Red. Let me know your thoughts down below about everything that's going on with the Huskers. Who do you want in this recruiting cycle? Who do you think might decommit? Let me know in the comment section. Hey, I appreciate all of you guys. Hope you're having a good day. Hit that subscribe button, like button if you made it this far. As always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule. See you in the next one.